Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel. Welcome to another predictions video. I am here with, down there, you can't see him because he's laying down, Darren Freeman.
How you doing? What's up, Halo?
He just came from the hospital, so he's not like in the best, you know, whatever. So he's laying down right now, so that's why he's not in the camera. But anyway, he's fine. He's fine. So we're going to be doing predictions for NXT Takeover Wargames, which we're not going to be watching live Saturday because we're going to be at House of Hardcore, which, if you guys don't know, it's a promotion ran by Tommy Dreamer that's based in Philadelphia. I went to it back in April for my birthday. I had a really fun time. So I'm like, ooh, they're coming back in November. I'm definitely going this time. So I can't wait for it. I think it's the 30th show? I don't know what show it is. I think it's the 35th show. I can't wait for it. I'm pretty excited. But anyway, once I get home, I'm definitely going to watch that NXT Takeover. This is the second Takeover I'm probably going to miss live. I've watched every Takeover live except for the first Takeover and this Takeover. So that it's going to be a second time for me. So yeah, I'm definitely going to watch it when I get home. But anyway, before it comes on later on tonight, I'm going to do predictions for it because I'm looking forward to this show. And yeah, let's get straight into this. Turn this down.
War versus Games.
No, it's a War Games match. It's an old WCW match. Put the microphone.
So was he bringing it back, right?
Yeah, they're bringing it back.
I forgot all about this. Tell me what it is. Like, what is a War versus Games?
I barely know what it is, so it's fine. Yeah, Mosets? I don't know what the hell the name of this is. How do you guys like my new microphone? I'm very close to it right now. Alright, I'm so excited for this match. Sadly, it's not going to be on the show. It's going to be on the pre-show, which means we're not going to see it until next week. But it's a clash between my favorite in NXT and Darren's favorite in NXT. Yeah. It is Pete Dunn versus Johnny Gargano for the for the United Kingdom Championship. I'm going with Pete Dunn. I don't think he's losing it to an American. I believe Johnny Gargano's an American, so this is surprising me that an American is facing off for the United Kingdom Championship, but it's not like America has not faced off for the European Championship back in 2003, so it's not unlikely for it to happen. Both of these men are great wrestlers. I love Pete Dunn. I like Johnny Gargano. I'm going with Pete Dunn to retain the title, though. Darren?
And you already know that Johnny Gargano is my boy, and he's going to whoop Pete that ass.
You think Johnny's going to win?
Yes, he's going to win.
I don't think he's going to win. I think Pete Dunn's got this. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. It's all tangled up. There we go. He thinks Johnny's got this. I think Pete Dunn's got this. Let's go. Oh, I'm excited for this one. It's the NXT Womens Championship. The title's been vacated, so they're facing off for the championship. So we have the winner of the Mae Young Classic, Kairi Sane, who I don't even think Darren knows who that is, versus Ember Moon, versus Nikki Cross, versus Peyton Royce.
Damn.
It is hard to really call this match because all the women deserve it. I think I'm gonna single it down to one person, then choose between those two. I think it's too early to put this title on Kairi Sane because she is the winner of the Mae Young Classic. She has earned the title. But since this is her first title match and she hasn't been in NXT for that long, I think you might be pushing her a bit too fast if you put the title on her right now. So I'm going to take her out of it. And I think that Ember Moon has had a lot of chances to win the title and she hasn't. So I think she's not going to win it. I think she's going to be promoted to the ring roster next year, probably January. So I'm not going to think Ember Moon's going to win it. So right now, I think it's between Peyton Royce and Nikki Cross. And I am going to go with Peyton Royce. I think that she's been in NXT for a while. I think she deserves it. She's the wild card in this match. I think they're going to shock everyone. They're going to have Peyton Royce win it. Who do you think's going to win, Darren?
You already know Ember Moon, man. That's my girl.
You think Ember's going to win?
Yes, that's my girl, man.
Don't you like Nikki Cross?
Yeah, I like both, but like it's Ember Moon be looking at like she gotta win it. She has so many chances like you said, so I think it's a chance for her to actually win.
I mean, if Ember Moon can't win it this time, then she should just go to the main roster. She should not be getting all these chances for it. This is gonna be like her 4th championship match. She lost twice to Asuka. She lost once in a triple threat, and then she lost in a fatal from she's her 4th title match. And that same for goes for Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross has had many chances too, so she shouldn't be getting any more after this either. So that's why I think it's going to go to Peyton Royce, because Peyton Royce has only got I think 2 title shots, and yeah, this is going to Peyton Royce. I think Peyton Royce got this. What's up next? Ooh, I'm excited for this one. Aleister Black and the Velveteen Dream. I haven't been watching NXT like that, but from what I've been hearing and the promos that I've been seeing and the clips I watch on YouTube, this is probably the most exciting feud going into NXT. You have the Velveteen Dream. He's basically a spoof of freaking Prince. And you guys all know who Prince is. And you have Aleister Black. This guy kicks so much ass. He's undefeated in NXT. We saw him live. We saw his entrance live. It was probably one of the best entrances I ever saw live. So hard to call. It shouldn't be. I would immediately go with Aleister Black, but I think with the way they're building it up, Velveteen Dream actually could win this match. I'm going to go with. I think Aleister Black is still going to win. I think they could honestly build him up to win the NXT Championship at the Royal Rumble weekend, or maybe WrestleMania. I'm gonna go with Aleister Black. What do you think, Darren?
Yeah, I agree with you. Aleister Black.
Aleister Black. Okay. Simple answer. We're gonna keep going. Ooh, we have another good match. All these matches are really good, honestly. We have Lars Sullivan versus Cashius. No, I haven't seen any of the clips going into this match, so I honestly don't know what the feud or build up has been. But I know Cashius, really good wrestler. Lars Sullivan, he is just a monster of a man and just super athletic and super strong. And every time I see Lars Sullivan in the ring, I'm always amazed by the feats of strength he can pull off. He reminds me a lot of Cesaro. I'm going to go with Lars Sullivan. I think they're building him up for something. I don't know if that's the NXT Championship or just a big run later on, but I'm going to go with Lars Sullivan. What do you think, Darren?
I don't even know. I don't even know these two people like that, honestly.
You don't know either one?
Not like that. Not to make a comment on them.
Darren's tied. He's like, I love these men so much, I don't know who's going to win.
Oh, man.
And then the main event. Well, no, that's the co-main event. Drew McIntyre versus Andrade Cien Almas. It's whoops. I don't knock the camera all the way to the other side. Jesus, I hope that's fine. It's crazy that Andrade's been in NXT since 2016, and he's now getting an NXT Championship match. Well, then again, it's not crazy because there are people who've been in NXT for a long-ass time and haven't gotten an NXT Championship match. But Andrade finally getting that championship match against Drew McIntyre. I think the big money match still is for Drew McIntyre versus Adam Cole. So for that reason, I'm still going to go Drew McIntyre. Even though Dunn Cien Almas had a great match at the last TakeOver against Johnny Gargano, I think it's going to go to Drew McIntyre. I don't see them taking the title off for Drew McIntyre if they're building up to Drew versus Adam Cole, which I still think is going to be weird because Adam Cole, Drew McIntyre look so much alike. So I hope when they face off, one of them has a ponytail in, or one of them cuts their hair or beard, because it's going to be very hard to explain it to a non-wrestling fan who's who. But anyway, I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I'm going with Drew McIntyre too. Like, as you said, man, I don't think they take a title off of him. And, him versus Adam Cole, I thought it would be a funny match towards me. I would just laugh the whole time because it'd be hard to tell who's who. Yeah,
both of them have long hair. Both of them are pretty pale. They both have beards. Even the only way you can tell them apart is that Adam Cole was a little bit more chunkier than Drew McIntyre is. It's the only way you can tell them apart. I was looking at them when they fight. I'm like, I'm supposed to know who is who if I'm not a wrestling fan. But anyway, I'll go Drew McIntyre. And then we have the first ever War Games match since I think 2002, 1999. I don't know. But I still have yet to see War Games. Well, I know I have seen a War Games match. It was a very long time ago. I have not seen a War Games match in a very long time. So I actually kind of forgot how this goes. But it is the first War Games match in WWE history. So we have the team of, it's for the NXT Tag Team Championships. It is Sanity, Eric Young, Alexander Wolf, and Killian Dane versus the Undisputed Era, Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, and versus the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong in a War Games match. It's hard to call, but I think I'm gonna go with Adam Cole's team. I think Adam Cole's team is going to win the NXT Championships, and then Adam Cole is going to win the NXT Championship from Drew McIntyre. What do you think, Darren?
I honestly don't know what a war game thing is, so yeah, more explain it to me. What the concept is.
Well, from what I know there are 2 rings, and there are 3 teams, and the 2 rings are surrounded by 2 steel cages. Sounds all cool already. And I think like 2 teams start off, and every 1 minute another member of a team comes out. It's very hard to explain, but just know that there's 2 rings and 2 steel cages.
Sounds awesome already.
I know, 2 rings, 2 steel cages. That's all I really can tell you about the match.
I gotta watch it. It's the gotta watch match.
I know. But between those 3 teams, who do you think is gonna win?
Drew McIntyre team.
You mean Adam Cole's team?
Yeah, damn, I said Drew. Wow. Yeah, Adam Cole team.
Yeah, he agrees with me. I think Kyle Fish and Bobby O'Reilly. I said that backwards. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are going to win an NXT Tag Team Championship, and then Adam Cole's going to win the NXT Championship. And then I think they have a female on their team now named Taynara Conti from that Mae Young Classic. She's going to win the NXT Womens Championship probably sometime down the line, which I hope she doesn't because she's not big of a wrestler. But anyway, the Undisputed Era is going to take over next year. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for this pay-per-view. I'm going to watch it when I get home from House of Hardcore, and I will review it probably tomorrow before I head to work. And yeah, probably going to do a review for Survivor Series tomorrow as well. So make sure you guys watch out for that. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.